My daughter asked me how I knew my husband was the one. So I told her, buckle up because love is an adventure. But seriously, buckle up because we were driving and buckle up. So when I was graduating college, I was recently single and I moved up to New Jersey. And I did what most single girls do. I'm living by myself and I'm eating probably like lots of ice cream, watching Desperate Housewives. And so as I'm watching, just enjoying my single life, my stomach gets a little rumbly and you know what happens, one slips out. And I'm sitting there watching TV like, nothing, no big deal. And it was bad, like really bad. And if your own stuff grosses you out, it's really bad. So I'm sitting there disgusted with myself. Maybe how you're thinking now, you might be disgusted with me as well. But I'm just so disgusted. And I start going down a rabbit hole like, I am never gonna be with someone. I'm never gonna be married because I am disgusting. How will anyone ever live with me? Then the other side of my brain, the logical side, is like, no, you could just try not farting or passing gas. I'm sorry, it's, tooting in front of them. Just don't do it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I could just not do it. But then I went down another rabbit hole, which is, then I'm gonna have stomach aches all the time. And then I just won't really be me, because for some reason, apparently I equate who I am as a person to my bowels. And so I'm going back between like, I'm so disgusting, and then I just can't really be me. And so I do, when we go into those crazy thoughts, I did what we all do. I just shoved them deep, deep down and didn't worry about it. So I'm still working, and an opportunity to go on a cruise comes up for work. At first I didn't take it, but about a week beforehand I had the opportunity to go. So I jumped on it. And for some reason I was convinced I am gonna meet my husband on this cruise. I don't know why. I thought single men, September, Norwegian cruise line, that's where they hang out. But I thought that's where he's gonna be, guys. And so I was gung-ho, I'm going on this cruise. So I buy my plane ticket for the day of the cruise. That's the only one I could afford. And I had to fly from Jersey to North Carolina to Fort Lauderdale. Everything had to line up on time to make sure I got on the cruise at port. So I flew out, and my mom, she did her mom thing. She lit her candle and she said her prayers for me. So as I'm flying there, I hit a little delay in between flights, but it's okay. I got to Florida on time. I went and checked in with the shuttle. He didn't have my confirmation number, but once again, okay, he put me right on that shuttle bus and sent me to the port. So I got off the bus. I remember I was dancing, sun shining, blue sky, big cruise ship, Caribbean music, steel drums, and I'm dancing, about to check in, have my life changed, meeting my husband on this cruise. And I get off and I say, the man Richard is there, and I say, hi Richard, my name's Samantha Ellis, I'm here to check in for the cruise. And he looks, what was that name again? Samantha Ellis, E-L-L-I-S, like the island. Nope, I don't see your name here, sorry. Well, I'll spare you the details, but there was some back and forth pleading and bargaining of how I could get on this ship. But long story short, after 9/11, if your name is not on a manifest for a cruise, you are not getting on that ship. Crushed. I was supposed to meet my husband. My life is over. So I call my mom, I have a 30-second pity party, and then I turn around, put my big girl panties on, buy my plane ticket, do 2 more flights home in the same day. Fort Lauderdale, North Carolina, New York. I'm back in New York, and my roommate picks me up. And that morning I'm crying over my bagel and coffee, and she suggests I get out of Dodge for the weekend since I was supposed to be gone anyway. So my consolation prize is to call my friends in Virginia. I call my college roommates, unavailable, unavailable, unavailable. So finally I call one of my friends and see what he's up to. He had just bought a house, and so they were having a big barbecue that night. And so he said, yeah, come on down, come hang out. So I went down, and we did what you do at barbecues, stuffed our faces. And so once again, I did as you do at night sometimes after stuffing your face. Feel a little something in my tummy. Now the difference this time is I'm just with my friends from college, and so I slipped one out. And well, if I'm being honest, I didn't slip it out. I was probably like trying to push it out as loud as possible to just be acting a fool. So I did that, and I probably made the loudest noise possible. And Jeremy looked at me, smiled, and gave me the biggest high five. And it was at that moment I thought, you know what? Maybe we should give this a chance. So I did go on an adventure. It just wasn't the one I thought it would be. And there's Jeremy.